This is KGW News at 11.
Welcome to KGW News at 11. I'm Sarah Bagby, and get ready for another chance of snow overnight and into Monday morning. Joe, we're so glad you can tell us that Mother Nature is going crazy on us.
That's a good way to describe it. It's early March. We should be getting a little tease here with some sunny and warm conditions. I don't have anything like that in the forecast. What I do is basically the next 3, potentially 4 mornings, Sarah, we'll be seeing a mix of some rain and snow. Right now, up and down the I-5 corridor, we're pretty quiet out there and calm. But here in the next couple of hours, we will be seeing this cold front move on shore, dropping snow levels down to about 500 feet. You can kind of see that counterclockwise rotation. Well, that's what we're going to be waking up to here in just the next few hours. So here's what to expect heading into the overnight hours and Monday morning. Snow showers arrive after midnight. Morning temperatures drop to anywhere from 30 to 35 degrees. So there could be some areas of slick roads to start off your Monday morning commute. Most of us get nothing. That includes down to the valley floor. Some of us basically 1,000 feet and higher. You can see a trace, maybe 1 to 3 inches of snow. So here's a look at the temperature map. Right around 8, 9 o'clock, we'll be seeing temperatures above freezing. But again, as we look at the future cast, I'll break down when the precipitation starts to arrive. So right around 4:30 in the morning, we'll see up, throughout much of the metro area near Salem, we'll start to see a little bit of some snow showers move through. And then heading into the 9 o'clock hour on your morning commute, when it's pretty much over and done with, we'll transition into some rain showers. There could be some slick spots to start things off. But again, we are going to be seeing some warmer weather toward the end of the week. I'll talk more about that in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Joe. 2 kids, one 11, the other 12, have been arrested after threatening violence at Cascade Junior High School near Turner and Amsville. The Marion County Sheriff Office and the Cascade School District say a suspect threatened in text to take a gun to school. Now, the 11-year-old male was arrested this afternoon at his home and faces disorderly conduct charges. The 12-year-old was issued a citation for disorderly conduct. A safety plan is now in place for both of them, and Cascade Junior High School will be open for class tomorrow, but extra law enforcement will also be around the school, and counselors will also be on hand to help with any of the students who have concerns. Now, if you do want to report any school-related threats, please text or call 844-472-3367. Retail theft crimes are increasing in Portland, and to counter the increase, the police have set up sting operations in order to catch more thieves. We have with us Bryant Kirkley, who talked with the police while out on a sting operation. Hey, Bryant, where was their focus today? How was it there?
Hey, Sarah, well, we were with Portland Police at the Mall 205 and Gateway areas. They hope their presence will stop people from shoplifting. They've done these stings before, once in December and again in February, which both resulted in thousands of dollars in recovered merchandise. And today we saw them arrest a man for shoplifting from a Target store.
A suspect in custody, a couple $100s of merchandise on the hood of a Portland police car outside the Target store at Mall 205. All this is part of a shoplifting sting operation by Portland Police East Precinct. This is how it works. Police communicate with loss prevention working inside the stores as suspected thefts are happening. Then officers show up outside the store to arrest the suspects.
We have an open line of communication. We have direct access, cell phone back and forth. And we try to figure out, okay, what's going on and where is a place where we can kind of, plug in and make some kind of a difference on that.
Along with this theft, police also showed us a photo of stolen goods from Fred Meyer's worth over $1,000. And it's not just retail theft police are looking for. While on this sting, officers also found this stolen car after it crashed into 2 other cars near Gleason and I-205. The suspect was caught while running away.
The stolen vehicle will be the way in which they arrive to the location and then, leave the location as well. So there could be a combination of the two there.
Back in December, during a sting in the same area, there were 64 arrests and almost $9,000 of stolen merchandise recovered. February's operation netted 40 arrests and more than $2,000 of stolen merchandise. Who's behind the thefts? Police say it's organized crime rings, individuals, or just poor people.
I think it's likely a collection of all of them. And I say that just given the variety of crime that we find associated when we run these missions.
The missions are to stop these crimes, but also to be a deterrent for would-be thieves when they see the heavy police presence. When asked if they think these operations are making a difference, Officer Jordan Zeitz had this to say.
Unfortunately, I can't say I've necessarily seen a decrease, but I know that the public and the stores just really appreciate our presence, and that, if they're going to do it, they're still going to be arrested and they're going to be held accountable.
And most of the police work was focused on the Target, Home Depot, Kohl's at Mall 205 and the Fred Meyer at Gateway. Police say it can be very dangerous for loss prevention workers in stores to confront suspects directly. Some stores have reported their security people have been threatened with knives or even assaulted when they tried to intervene. Sarah.
Thank you, Brian. And now to a warning tonight from Portland Police. They say suspects are using false car emergency ruses to rob people in their cars. The Portland Department already responded to 3 incidences today between noon and 1 p.m. Now, in the first case, 2 suspects told the driver her gas tank was smoking. Then the victim stopped to look at her car, and then the suspects jumped in and stole her purse. Then about 20 minutes later, another person was victimized. This time, 2 suspects told the victim their car was on fire. When the second victim got out to the car to inspect the problem, the suspects jumped into the victim's car and took off with it. Now, in the third case, the suspects abruptly pulled in front of a driver trying to stop them. But that victim didn't stop and later reported the incident to police. In all 3 cases, according to PBB, the suspects and vehicle descriptions are similar. Now, the suspects have not been arrested. Authorities are continuing to investigate and ask people to be aware and report any suspicious activity. A stolen boat and truck have been recovered tonight, and the Tillamook County Sheriff's Office is thanking their Facebook followers for helping them solve the case. TCSO says a follower recognized the stolen boat from the agency's Facebook post and then alerted authorities. The boat was taken from the port of Garibaldi, and 2 male suspects have since then been arrested for the theft.
I have a lot of feelings about it, but also it's a baby step in a necessary direction.
The city is moving forward on a safe rest village among the Peninsula Crossing Trail in North Portland. It will soon take place right off of it will actually take the place of a large dangerous homeless camp and the Belmont Goats, which is kind of where the story begins. Our own Blair Best reports.
A herd on the move. Here, guys! The Belmont Goats. You're okay. Come on, Bestie. A North Portland staple, now in a new home, just about 100 feet away.
They're getting a new space because this area where we're on right now is being made into one of the local safe rest villages.
It's all to make room for one of the city's 6 low-barrier tiny pod villages for homeless people. And the Goats are not the only community that's had to move out.
They just came and cleared us out from over here kind of on a short notice, and apparently we probably won't be able to stay here either.
Terrence Freeman is one of the many homeless people forced to move his camp.
We have lots of stuff that we have to carry over.
So have they offered you a space in the Safe Rest Village that's going to be here?
No, they haven't.
People that were living in the encampment next to us were not offered an opportunity to apply for the space that's going to be here, and I have actively spoken about why I feel like that was unkind and uncaring.
The homeless camps along the Peninsula Crossing Trail have been a hotspot for police for several years now. In fact, a couple of weeks ago when we were here, we witnessed a shooting right where we're standing now. Now, if you come this way, you'll see that there's lots of trash and tents and leftover tarps. This is all from a recent camp removal that the city did to make room for the Safe Rest Village.
This is going to be a welcome sight for us.
Alan Cora sips a glass of champagne.
So we're toasting to the goats.
And watches his new neighbors, the Goats, replace what was once a crowded encampment outside his home.
We've been putting up with the 3 years worth of the homeless people living right in our backyard, and the city wasn't doing anything about it.
And those 3 years have been dangerous.
Gunshots almost nightly out here. We used to report them, but you gave up on that because the police wouldn't respond. yelling, screaming.
The city will soon begin building the Peninsula Crossing Safe Rest Village, something neighbors are skeptical of. Some even tell us it will be the reason they sell their homes and move.
I'm not in favor of the Safe Rest Villages. It's a good thing if somebody wants to go there, but you're not going to get these people to move into it.
I want to hope that it will make a difference in the lives of the people that live there.
We're told outreach teams from the city have been meeting with the homeless people here for months now. Now, some of the homeless people have been camping here for years and have connections with the area and say that they would love a spot in the Safe Rest Village. The city says they understand that, but can't guarantee it. In North Portland, Blair Best, KGW News.
Now to a heroic rescue. A Coast Guard crew from Astoria rescued 2 surfers this afternoon near Ecola State Park. The Guard says someone heard the surfers call for help and alerted authorities. The surfers were able to grab onto a rock while they were stuck in the water. Rescue crews were able to reach them through helicopter, hoisting the surfers up and getting them to safety. The surfers were then taken to the hospital and both will be okay.